Hello, hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Oh, Ruby's going to come say hi. Give her a minute to get over here. Come on, Ruby. Come on. I knew she'd do that. Just come show her tail and her butt to everyone. There you go. Off you go. All right. Hello, hello. Making sure I am live when you jump on. Give me a little hello so I know you can hear me okay. All right. Happy afternoon. It was cloudy and even raining for a little bit. And now it is beautiful and sunny here, which is great. We're almost to spring in the Midwest. Almost. All right. Okay. So I'm going to share a link right off the bat here. Hello, hello. So I have a new class coming up called Shake It Off, April 17th. So if you are someone that has found themselves taking on too much energy or taking on too much of what's going on in the world, taking on too much of other people's stuff, this is a class you do not want to miss. Okay, I'm going to teach some old techniques that people have probably heard a million times, but also some new ones on how to move energy through your body, your mind, your spirit, your house, because a lot of people need some support with that right now. So that is our focus for April for our little 2-hour class. And then today I am going to flip the cards that I pulled this morning, and you guys can see which cards came to you. So as you jump on, or if you're watching the replay, feel free to put number 1, 2, or 3, or all 3, or 2 of them, doesn't matter to me, in the comments and let me know which card you're being guided to today. I'm using my very first deck, the Wonderment deck that I ever created. I used to get a lot, well, I still do, but I get a lot of signs and symbols from Spirit. And I used to draw these little signs and symbols, and they were kind of like kindergarten sketches. And someone told me one day, they're like, why don't you put those in a deck? And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And my first deck was born. I found a beautiful artist, Kay Hildy. And she said the deck kind of like my spirit team and her spirit team kind of held her hostage for a couple days as she was creating it. It was like a super fast, quick deck. It was done and printed probably within 2 or 3 weeks. So it's been around a long time. It's been around since I first started this work, which is super fun. So it's one of my favorite decks. I get a lot of feedback off of this deck. A lot of people use them. If you do this work and you're in business, I do have wholesale prices for this. So a lot of people buy this deck or the Naughty deck, and then they go to shows and sell it and things like that. So I do not do drop ship. I have looked into it and it just wasn't a good fit for me. I actually have a great printer that many of us use because you don't have to order thousands of decks, which tends to be an issue for people. And he's in Colorado. So Marissa, if you want to email me or private message me, I can give you his email. He's great. A ton of us use him. And the cards are great quality. I have used them for years. He still has a minimum order that you have to order, but it's not like 1,000. So it's great. It's very affordable for small businesses. He loves doing cards. He's super helpful dude. And then at least you can have some. And if you do table sales or work the expos, I love SOS Expos with Lori Lashman. She always treats me well. I do a lot of her shows, both in and around the area. A lot of times I'll even go way out to Montana. This year, unfortunately, our Montana show was canceled, so I'm kind of bummed. But she's got Fargo and Bismarck and South Dakota and Montana normally. So it's a great place to put your stuff. Great place to have a booth. She always takes care of us. All right. Hello. So put card number 1, 2, or 3 in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get going on the card readings today. I have a class at 4. And then I have a thing at 5, and then I have a thing at 6. So it's a busy day here. It's been a full day today. It's been a full day. Good Tuesday. Started right away this morning at like 8 o'clock. So it has been a full day. And we have let me look now. Where are we? We have a new moon coming this weekend. Some of my clients have definitely been feeling that already, even today. I know there's some stuff around an eclipse. One of my clients mentioned it this morning, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I started seeing stuff all day. I'm like, oh, I guess there is something coming up. So there is something around that. Some of you might be feeling that. Spring is in the air for sure. There's a ton of people that are in the Midwest, at least. We have spring fever. We are ready to be outside. At least I am. Eli and I went for a nice big long walk yesterday. Hopefully we'll get one tonight too. All right, there we go. Now I'm seeing your numbers. There's a little delay today. All right, friends. So I'm going to get going. It's going to be a little bit shorter live, but I'll be back tomorrow with some more fun for sure. Okay, so if you picked, and many of you put it in the comments this morning when I am posting them. So if you're watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. And if you picked card number 1, this is one of my favorite cards of the deck, actually. It's your sassy shoes. Get your sassy shoes on. And what it says is the sassy shoes point out that it is time to step into that inner power you possess. It also says, what are you waiting for? And I think this is a big message right now for, I think any messages that we get are a big message. But there's a lot of people that me and myself and a bunch of colleagues and a lot of people are talking about this because we're in a 9-year in numerology and globally. Everyone's got their own personal year, but globally we're in a 9-year, which is all about clearing out the shit that doesn't serve you anymore. And when you are in a space like that, you're letting go of a lot of stuff and you're making room for what you actually want. And I think people forget that part. A lot of people are teaching about letting go and you have to release and you got to clean out and you got to declutter, which is all true. And some of the stuff you got to let go of and declutter and kind of move through. It can be hard stuff, shadow work and different things like that, except to remember you're making room for something better. And that's what I love. You're making room for something better. Connie, I love that. She said, I just ordered a new pair of red Skechers. There's some validation for you, hon. Love that. Okay, so get your red shoes on. I don't care if it's not red heel shoes. You can wear any kind of shoes that make you feel great. Okay, doesn't matter. But it's more about stepping into taking your power back and creating your life instead of life just happening to you. Okay. All right. If you picked number 2, and there are a few of you I see that have number 2, of course, I love this card because it keeps me in business. But number 2 is time to clear your house. So, and springtime, I actually think is a great time to clear your house. So this could be, maybe you need an appointment with me to really get your house cleared out. This could be, maybe you need a sage, or you need to open the windows, or you need to declutter, or you need to just freshen things up. I was in my house this morning and I've had a really busy day, and I usually have a little bit of time in the morning where I kind of run around and just kind of pick stuff up because I don't have little kids anymore. So it takes less time. And there's a couple piles of things that I haven't gotten to. And I'm like, just got to get to those things. Like, they're driving me crazy. I want to get to them. But it's affecting the energy of the house because it's bothering me. And so I always tell people, start with the places that bug you the most. And again, this might mean maybe you need to get your house cleared. I do a ton of remote clearings. I'll be out in Minneapolis coming up. I will be in South Dakota coming up. Depending on my schedule, I do some in-person clearings here in town and locally at the lakes area. So if you need to get on my list for some space clearing, please do that. But otherwise, you might want to open your windows. Today is a great day to open your windows. You might want to sage it. You might want to do some incense. You might want to do some green fire. You might want to play some music and blast some music. Maybe you want to light a candle. There's so many different ways that you can uplift the space. Like today when I came in here, I'm like, oh, these lights got to go. Like these are Christmas lights, right? And I do like my Christmas lights. But every time I see them in the camera, I'm like, oh my God, they just look like clutter now. So I got to get rid of them. So, I always change my surroundings with the seasons. And springtime to me is always much lighter than winter is. Winter is usually cozy and I like my lights and all that kind of stuff. But springtime, it's kind of like put all the clutter away and get things light again. So if you got number 2, clear your space. Okay. All right. Oh, and I love this one. I love this one. And I think more people should pay attention to this one. So if you picked number 3, it's all about you. Okay. So it's the target and it says, this is your time. Spirit wants you to know that you need to focus on you right now. I think most people right now need to turn their focus back to themselves. Self-care and doing things that bring you inner joy are needed and welcome. You need to take care of yourself to be able to care for others. You also need to be able to you need to fill yourself up and be in a healthy, good space for many reasons. I was just talking to a friend over text, and she's having to do some investment in her health. And she's like, it's really expensive. And I'm like, yep, being sick is more expensive. And we both agree with that, but we need to remind each other of that sometimes. And I'm like, you're worth it. Number 1, you deserve to feel healthy and you deserve to get some help and you deserve the investment within yourself because she's got a big life to live. And so for her, it is very much about her right now. And she's a caretaker for lots of people. And so right now she's learning that she's got to take care of herself first. And I think a lot of women, we don't do that until it becomes a crisis. And then it's even more expensive. Okay. So I do feel like if your attention is outside of yourself more than it's inside of yourself, you might want to take a peek at that. And there's a lot of drama in the world that is spreading people's energy out so thin, and it's so unhealthy, and it's so it's just dispersing your energy in a way that's not helpful. So it might be time to turn your focus back on you and your life. Okay. So that's number 3. Focus is about you. Okay. So number 1, get your shoes, your fancy shoes on, step into your power, your confidence. Number 2, clear your house. And number 3, get your focus back on you. Lots of you cards. All of these are all about like focusing on your own shit. And I think that's very much needed right now. Okay. So if you have questions on the cards, of course, put them in the comments. I am going to be pulling cards all week and some other stuff that hits me and gets my creative juices flowing for the spring. Let's get some good energy going. Let's put some focus on some things that actually are working. Let's get some focus on things that you can improve in your own life, and your space and energy around you and what you focus on. That's your choice. You can do that. Okay. So you are the focus. Clear your space. One of the funny stories. So I was in Arizona and I was sick and I had all sorts of shit going on, like so much stuff. It was ridiculous. I hadn't lived in that kind of crisis energy in a very long time. And I was like, what in the hell is all this? And I reached out to my mentor and she's like, remember, like, get yourself into your room, clear the space, clear your energy, get your mind cleared, and then reset your intentions. And I was like, oh, I know all that. I just need a reminder. And she's like, yep. So here's your reminder. And I kind of unpacked my bag, took a shower, made sure I ate some food, cleared my mind, cleared my body, cleared my space. And I think within an hour, I felt 100% better. Maybe not 100%, but I felt a lot better compared to where I was. I felt a lot better. And so sometimes you do just need the reminders to get the focus back on you and clear away all the bullshit. Okay. All right, friends, that's what I have for you today. I have a class at 4, so I got to go get ready for that. I don't know what time I will be on tomorrow. I have to look at my schedule tomorrow. So I will post it in the morning when I pull the cards or whatever game I pick tomorrow. And I will let you know. Okay. Bye guys. Have a great day.